casing Justice Suryakant's bench of the Supreme Court.
All right, Sambhav, thank you so much for sharing all those details with us. Meanwhile, let's shift our focus to the top development of the day, which is the GST cuts, while prices of kitchen staples to electronics, from medicines and equipment to automobiles will get cheaper starting today, as the reduced GST rates are going to impact as many as 375 items. Now, in a boon to consumers, the GST Council, comprising the centre and the state, has decided to lower tax rates on goods and services effective from today, the first day of Navratri. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had last week said that the GST reforms will infuse rupees 2 lakh crores into the economy, leaving people with more cash in hand than otherwise would have gone as taxes. Joining us at this point in time is Dr. Ranjeet Mehta, CEO and SG PhD CCI, with us on the broadcast. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for your time speaking to us on NewsX. Your first thoughts on now, of course, the GST rates being implemented in India. How is this going to transform the lives of people?
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me here. Of course, it's a very good news that GST Bachat Utsav, which the Prime Minister announced yesterday, and it has been in effect from today. It's a unique initiative and very timely initiative to give a push to India's economy and giving more money in the hands of the consumer. Because this is the festive season, and in festive season, consumers are definitely in a mood to buy more, and reducing the tax rates during this time will definitely, give boost to the economy, especially to the rural economy also, as around 400 products which have either been in 5% bracket or they have been totally, there is no tax at all in these products, which is definitely going to help the FMCG companies, even the lifestyle companies, or the service providers, everyone. And like what happens that when you are giving more money in the hands of the consumer, ultimately consumers will spend in the economy itself. And giving that, when India, the world is facing many geopolitical tensions, and also the world is really fragmented, and giving this kind of incentive, tax incentive during the festive season will definitely boost the economy and boost the mood of the people. People will buy more. This will give more money in the hands of consumer, and also the retailers will be benefited by this. MSMEs will be benefited by this particular initiative. And I think that the way India's economy is going on right now, it's one of the fastest growing economy in the world, and we see that it will further strengthen our formal economy. It will incentivize people to buy under GST bills. I think that overall GST Utsav is a win-win initiative for the economy, for the people, and it is also going to help India's stature as a most trusted partner in the global supply chain, because this shows that India is definitely very serious about the reforms being made. I think this is all people-centric. It's a reflection of making reforms, inclusive and impactful both.
Right, absolutely. Right, like you rightly pointed out, a thriving economy is one where there's a balance between making sales and spending. There's essentially, it's important for sustainable growth. But I want to understand from you, for those people especially who are currently looking at the GST cuts as merely numbers, what would you like to put to their attention as to how their spending will increase, because they're going to be also saving up a lot of money on, for example, like you said, daily essential items as well?
You see, when there is more money in the hands of people, normally what happens in India during festive season, people are prone to buy more things. most people, they really think that during this period there'll be discounts in the shops, there'll be discount in various consumer durables and other products, automobiles, cars, everywhere there'll be discount. So therefore people wait for the festive season, and this is the season when there is a tax reduction in the things that they are going to buy. I think that is definitely, suppose anybody wants to buy one particular item, but with the tax reduction, they are prone to buy more. They are automatically motivated, inspired to spend more money. So finally, it is going to have a rippling effect in overall economy. Ultimately, it is going to have it's a growth multiplier, because these are the festive sentiments right now. These are festive sentiments. In what better way than, because there is a psychological nudge in people. I mean, it is contributing positively to the GDP growth and overall economy for sure. I think that there would not have been any better time than the Navratri, which is the first day of Navratri today, and announcing such initiative which will definitely boost the consumer confidence, definitely. And I think that most people, they wait for Navratras, they want to buy many things. Especially just today, when more than around 50% people live in rural India. So there, even when there is a reduction of, suppose you buy something for 100 rupees, in 100 rupees there is a reduction of 10 rupee. So you are saving 10%. So that way, there are 1.4 billion people in our country. Just imagine what kind of savings will be there. And yesterday, when we were listening to the Prime Minister's speech, this income tax and GST has definitely given more than 2.5 lakh crore in the hands of the people. And ultimately, I think that money is going to be spent in the economy itself. Either when money comes in the hands of the people, either they save, or they spend, or they invest. Only three things they do. So whatever they do, if they save, then that is going to be again invested by the banks. If they spend, it is going to have a ripple impact in the economy. And when they invest, definitely it is again going to have the impact in the economy. In any way, I think this money, which is extra money, surplus money in the hands of consumer, in this GST tax cut, is definitely very good, and it is going to have a great impact in overall economy of the country. And as we have seen, that automobile sector for a long time was going through some rough patches, but I think that with this GST rate cut in the vehicles below 1200cc, that is definitely going to give a boost. Many, even two-wheeler companies, they have announced reduction of rates. So this will definitely prompt people to prepone their purchases.
All right, my final question to you before I let you go, you've just spoken about the Prime Minister's address to the nation. I'd like to understand from you, the Prime Minister, whenever he's spoken about the GST cuts, he's also spoken about how the Swadeshi movement Swadeshi goods movement should be propelled in India. How does a GST cut and making Swadeshi goods, how do those two complement each other?
You see, I think this is a very, very important question, and very, all over the world, when we see, there has been a sentiment for economic empowerment of their own citizens. I think that within India also, we need to see that India is a large and vast country with 1.4 billion people. If 1.4 billion people, they decide that they will use only Swadeshi, they'll use something which is made in India, that is going to have a very, very long-term impact in our economy. And this is the only way that we can show that solidarity with the statement that the Prime Minister has made. And this will empower our more than 65 million MSMEs. This will empower our retail. And this will also increase stress on the campaign of GST, or there'll be transparency, and nation-wise it will have a very positive impact. The frame, it is like overall it is a win-win win-win for consumers.
Right.
They'll save money, businesses gain, and overall I think the Swadeshi movement itself that will promote. What is Swadeshi? Swadeshi means, just imagine few years ago we were during Diwali season, if we used to buy Ganesha, they were made in China. I think that that is real. It hurts our small, micro businesses who are making these Ganeshas and all those things. I think that when we have that feeling, that motivation that we should really buy Swadeshi, that will empower our MSMEs, and you are contributing towards the development of the nation. You are contributing to the person who is there, whether there are women, there are many women self-help groups, there are many other small retailers, there are many people who are karigars, who are making these small items. I think it is going to empower them. You are not only contributing to the nation, but also you are empowering those people who come from the villages, who make very different things and new innovative things, and that will also that will also encourage them, and it will create a culture of innovation in our country.
Right.
I think that is very, very important. Swadeshi movement is very important, and in today's time, if everybody follows that, we are empowering our own people, and nothing is better than this.
Right, absolutely. So with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on NewsX, sharing your perspectives with us. We're also in fact being joined by Mr. Akash Agarwal, co-founder of Zoo Foods. Thank you so much for joining us on NewsX. And I'd like to ask you, before in fact I raise a question, just to give our viewers an understanding on